Tonight on the news.
So today what we're going to do is make a larger scale version of my SCX 24 General Lee edition with this here SCX 10.3, which we're never going to use this body again because now we have this 69 Dodge Charger body from HPI Racing. So we're going to cut it, we're going to paint it, and we're going to do all that cool stuff to it, and hopefully try to make a bigger version of the little SCX 24 here. So, because I think it's a lot cooler than just a regular old Jeep body or anything like that. So this is from HPI Racing. This is just right here. This is just a little model car body. It's actually held up like really well. It's hard plastic. And we have another one here. This body's not on right now, but it's a little 75 Trans Am on there. So probably a 75, either a 74 or a 75. I don't know. I'm gonna go with 75. I think they were the same, 74 and 75. But we're gonna do this with the 69 Dodge Charger. So this is from HPI Racing, and it is designed to go on some Traxxas car that I don't know. It's some Traxxas car, but we're going to put it on the SCX 10.3. I don't know what car that actually is. I don't remember. But it comes with like all of our stickers and everything, so it should look pretty sweet once it's all done. It has, rear bumper thing here that you got to put on, and it's got a little blower that goes on the top of the hood there too. So I kind of wish it didn't come, like you see the blower here. I wish it came without that because it's molded into the plastic, because I really would rather not have that blower thing because I feel like it's gonna break. But we don't have really any choice other than to use it because it's molded into the plastic on the body here already. So I wish they made this flat and you could add the blower if you wanted to. I understand that they're going for like a Fast and Furious like replica body, so like, it has like side pipes and whatever, which we're not going to have. But yeah, so I'm going to cut this all out, and then we'll go and see what we're going to do about painting it and everything. Okay, so this is what I've come up with. So this is the motor part. We're going to paint that black, so I taped that off. What I did, I was trying to use stencils, whatever else. I've been working on this for a while, and because I messed it up a couple times, thankfully I used Plasti Dip for the white. So all this exposed here is going to be white. Then I'm going to peel the middle cross section out, and then I'm going to do blue. Then I'm going to pick up each of these, and then I'm going to do red. And then what I'm going to do before I do the blue is I'm going to stick these little stickers on there. That way I don't need to draw every single little star, because I tried to do it by hand one time and I tried to use this to make stars and nothing worked. So I'm just going to stick these on like right to it. The back side of it's white anyway, so it'll just look like white stars on this side. So yeah, now I'm going to paint that white and hopefully not mess it up again, because if I mess it up again, I don't know what I'm gonna do. See the whites on, I got the stars stickers. I'm gonna put blue right over top of that. Just hoping I can get that Plasti Dip off of the white parts. Sometimes Plasti Dip, if you leave it for too long, it doesn't like to come off of stuff, like tape, and it won't tear evenly. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So I peeled that blue immediately after I put it on. I went in and peeled it. So now we're going to throw the red over top of that. Looks like it's shaping out pretty good. So there's our final product. We have a little bit of bleeding behind, you know, that one star, got some red behind it. Some of this stuff is just superficial on the top, like that little white bit, like that's not part of the paint. So that's what it looks like from the back. A little bit of, I could have waited a tiny bit between blue and red. But, and I might have laid the red on a little thick. The thing is, I don't want you to see orange behind it, so I kind of had to lay the red on thick, because we're going to spray orange right over the top of everything here. I don't know. For the first time ever painting an RC body, I think that's pretty good. Seeing that, you know, we got to do it from the inside. And I actually really, it's kind of like a distressed look, sort of, because the lines aren't perfectly crisp. And I don't know, I kind of think I like that more. But that's our progress on that so far. Got our 01s here. I'm going to go over with the white and go around them when I'm done. But we're going to spray the black first. It'd be way too difficult after doing all of this to do all of the white first and then do the black. So I'm going to do the black first and then the white. It won't be the best, but it's going to save me a lot of time. So I don't know what's up with this. Did not adhere at all to this kind of paint. Did not adhere at all to the plastic. And then it ran like freaking crazy because it didn't stick in there. So I don't know what the hell just happened with that. But yeah, I guess that's not the right kind of paint for that. Okay, so now I use special like pinstriping tape or whatever, just hopefully have it not bleed. I ended up getting all of it off with some Solve, all the overspray. It wasn't really overspray, all the bleeding and everything. Hopefully we don't have any bleeding with this. This is actually the same stuff that I used when I did the ones on the orange trucks, like the same tape and everything. It's basically the same exact process. And it looks like a big mumble of junk, but hopefully it comes out. Hopefully it comes out good. It looks like I missed a little spot right there too. Alright. Still bleeding a little bit. Yep. No, that didn't work either. Fucking hell. I don't know what's up with this. Freaking... This spray paint does not adhere to this at all. Yeah, it's bleeding. So now we're having thunderstorms and it's nighttime and whatnot. So we're gonna spray this in this, you know, new garage we've got here. I have spent all day, like literally at least 7 or 8 hours working on this freaking body, and I can't believe it's taken that long to do this. I honestly didn't think it would, but I've got the windows taped off. The 01s that came out okay. I found another can of black spray paint that worked better than the paint that I'd bought earlier, so and then I went around it. All of the white is white Plasti Dip, by the way. So that's the only thing that I use Plasti Dip for, just because it doesn't really matter, Plasti Dip or paint, for such a small little detail. I probably could have done the whole thing Plasti Dip. I really think it came down to I just didn't want to have to buy another can of paint, because I already bought like 5 cans of paint, and paint's freaking expensive now. I spent like $44 on paint, and I didn't even buy every single color. So yeah, this is what we're going to use. Hopefully it works good. We're going to try it on the little back bumper first, just in case it doesn't work or something like that. We won't have ruined the entire body. I love this work light. This work light's freaking awesome. Alright. Let's see. This is kind of a weird setting, huh? Spray paint and stuff, and then dark and raining. Alright. Set this up. Probably should have put gloves on. Alright. It's a very matte finish. Very, very matte finish. But it looks decent. This is, you know, it's not like a gloss or anything. Maybe I should have went with a gloss, because that is like really, really matte. Once we put all like the decals in for everything, like the taillights and everything, I think it'll look a lot better. But if it stayed like this glossiness, then that'd be cool. But it's not going to. It's going to be more like this finish. Plus, there's also the plastic that's still on here that we need to peel off. They put that on there so that you don't like get paint on the outside. So that's why I don't have it like all taped off. It's because there's already plastic on there. It's like a plastic film that like peels. So it might be a little bit glossier than that. We'll have to see. But yeah, okay. I guess we'll do coat number 1 on the actual body itself. Hopefully I don't screw it up, but we're just going to go ahead and do it because it's late and I want to get it done, because tomorrow I want to work on mounting the body to the truck and everything and putting all the stickers on. And yeah, so this has to get done today, or else I'm going to be waiting all day tomorrow for it to dry. So, all right. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the camera down, that way I can focus on getting full coverage on here without having to record it. So that's just what we're looking like with our first coat on there. I definitely like the color. It's definitely, you know, the actual generally was not actually like a super bright orange like this. I think the cameras in the TV show or something kind of made it look like that, but it wasn't. It was more of a reddish orange instead of a bright orange. Or like a fluorescent, like a traffic cone orange, but I think it works pretty good. So we're just gonna give this a second to dry, quick second, hit it again, and yeah, I think this is gonna come out pretty good. I'm not like super happy with the 01s. I'm really happy with the flag. Not super happy with the 01s, but you know, like I said before, it is my first time ever trying to paint a body. What I should have done was just, instead of trying to use spray paint, I should have stenciled it off and used like regular, like, I don't know, like craft paint or whatever instead of spray paint. That probably would have came out a lot better if I did that. So yeah. I just realized that I never painted the inside. I never painted the inside on that side. Painted it on this side of the 0. Whatever. Good as it's gonna get now. Okay, so it's the next day now. Paint's all dry. Still can't believe I forgot to paint that. But once I took the plastic off, you can see there's the plastic that goes over it. You can really tell it's a lot shinier once you remove this. So that's cool. I was worried it was going to be kind of a, you know, really matte finish, but that's actually plenty shiny. So actually, I guess kind of the first thing I need to do is glue this in. Not sure what kind of glue I'm going to use for that, but it sits up in there. Something kind of like that. Okay, so we got all the stickers on and everything. I realized when I was doing the stickers too, they gave me stickers to like mask off the windows for painting, and I didn't notice that. So if I'd used them, I would have been a little bit crisper on my edges, but it's not too bad. Got the back piece glued in, all stickered up, and I extended the bumpers out to like the furthest setting. All right, because like this, I believe this body's like 20 inches long, and this, or the regular body's only like 18 or whatever. So I extended the bumpers all the way out. So I wonder, let's see how that's gonna end up looking. Let's see. So the rear bumper, I just want to get the bumpers to a point where like they're not gonna, you know, but I want it to hit the bumper before it hits the truck. And it looks like it's pretty dang close with it all. Yeah, that's gonna work good. That's gonna work good. And then let's see if we like sit this down and where it's supposed to fit. Kind of right in those grooves there that the original one fit into. So yeah, I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. I want to bring, so I got new body mounts for it because the stock ones would end up mounting like they were so like they hid the body pins on the Jeep body. So I bought these things, these standoffs, to come out of here, like the Axial 10.2s have, instead of the ones that are like hidden. But those aren't going to be here till tomorrow. So but once I get those, I'll be able to get the body exactly where I want it. But I think for right now, because I really can't mount the body to it until I have those new body mounts. But for right now, I think that looks pretty sweet. I'm gonna have to raise the rear up a little bit, I think, to make it sit level. And I might actually just have it sit up slightly higher than it's supposed to, but I don't really want to have a gap down there, so it is what it is. So there it is compared to the little 24th scale that we were trying to model it after. It's definitely a smaller look, like a smaller scale look. This looks like somewhat of like a big monster truck, and then this is more of like a lifted car, if that makes any sense. But I think it looks pretty sweet. Put that little guy up there. Yeah. Alright. Well, hopefully I get my... I still wish I didn't have this stupid freaking blower thing. But hopefully those body standoffs show up tomorrow. You know, I really don't even want to use this body because it's way too nice to be bashing it around like the stock one. I'm afraid I'm going to dent it and stuff because I spent so much time making it. But I'm sure we'll still use it. So I was gonna wait till I got chrome paint to do this, but I ended up doing the little hood there in black, and then I just left it clear. And you honestly, like, it kind of tricks your mind into thinking that it's chrome because there's already so much chrome that like you don't even really need to paint this chrome. So I'm not even gonna do it. But I tell you what, that really completes the look. I didn't like this at first, and I wish that it didn't have this, but that just gives it a whole new level. I'm gonna clamp this together and like super glue it together so it's not like stuck open like that. But yeah. So that's our finished product. I admittedly probably should have left the the little bit here that had like the side pipes and stuff, I didn't think I was going to want that, but it would have covered this. Not a big deal, but I should have kept those side pipes on. When I cut it, I had to do a little bit of rigging for the rear body mounts, because, you know, I think I was saying earlier, it's used to be hidden body clips, but now I got SCX 10.3 front. In the rear one, this is just kind of done up real quick. It's pretty sturdy though. You can see I got one in the rear that's through like the original holes that would have been for the hidden clip. These things were too long to put them in the actual mounts that are like line up right here. That would have been like for like the 10.2 or whatever. These rear mounts were way too large for this size car. If I had like a Jeep or something, then they would have been tall enough to come up to the roof area to hook in. But since this is a car, I had to move it back further and put them in through the trunk. But yeah, that's our mounting situation. It's not like, you know, super perfect, but once you get it on there, it works pretty good. And that was pretty much the only spot that I could mount this body in order to make it work with the fronts. It had to be up this high. I wasn't going to put it up that high, but since I did, it lines up almost perfect with the inner fender wells. You can really not even notice it. Just this is kind of weird. And since I did that, though, I get full articulation with no rubbing. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for today. If you guys made it this far in the video, make sure to click like, I suppose. Just something, fun little project, little something to do. That's all. Anyway, see you guys later. See if we can have our first rollover here. Nope, made it up that. Oh, there's the first rollover. Really cracked the hell out of it. Holy crap. Yeah, I don't know if that's the paint that cracked or if that was the body itself. Oh, it's the paint. Huh. Maybe I won't be using this body as much as because I don't really feel like ruining it. And every time I roll over it ends up doing that. Yeah. Nope. Okay.